Okay, hello, good afternoon. This is Amelia, better known as Metal Mistress 1349 on Tumblr and pretty much everywhere else across the internet. And I was just thinking about my magnificent CD collection that I've collected over the years. I've been listening to metal since I was about 14 years old, and before then it was a lot of rock, a lot of random other crap. So over the years I've collected a lot of CDs, and I wanted to take a bunch of pictures, but I have so many that I really can't do that, so I'm just going to show it off on my little video thing. Okay, so the first one is, the first three are three of my top favorite bands. Most of this is Christian metal, because for a long time when I was in high school I listened to almost exclusively Christian metal, save for a little bit of Children of Bodom and a few other things. Yeah, back in the day. That's pretty much all that I listened to. So I didn't really start listening to much secular metal, regular metal, whatever you want to call it, till I was in my senior year of high school when I started getting into Druidka and Moon Sorrow and bands of that nature. So because of that, I have a lot of Christian metal, a lot. Some of it is rarer than others, and some of it I'm very happy I have. And most of my like regular standard metal is not in CD form yet. Yeah, I've been bad. I've been downloading a lot of stuff. I'm turning into a little bit of a pirate, but whatever. So, because of that, a lot of that is not in CD form yet, but it will be over the next few years as my income continues to increase. So, let's go and start this lovely CD collection. Okay. First, we have Crimson Moonlight. I have all of their physical releases except for Eternal Emperor, because, I mean, why get Eternal Emperor by itself when, first of all, it's extremely rare and almost impossible to find, and it also comes very conveniently with a bunch of other releases, including a live CD of theirs and several unreleased songs, which are some of my favorite songs by them, actually, like, oh, goodness gracious, what are their names? There's a whole, I'm going to have to look this up, because I'm curious, and I haven't listened to them forever. Yeah. A song called Blood Cover My Needs, Your Face, Touch of Emptiness, Thus Rejoice, all of those are my favorite songs by them, and they are not available on any other CD except for their CD called, what is it called? Called Songs from the Archives. Yes, Songs from the Archives. So I have Songs from the Archives, along with The Covenant Progress, Songs from the Archives, right over there, Veil of Remembrance, and never can remember the name of this one. Ah, that's why. In Depths of Dreams Unconscious. That was their last release, an EP. Short little thing. Made me mad because I want a full release. So if Crimson Moonlight happens to see this, you better have a full-length CD come out soon. As in this year, as in 2012, because I miss you. Okay, this is Antester. Antester, I have all of them as well, including The Defeat of Satan, which I have pirated. I don't have it in a physical release, because once again, that's hard to find. Same with this one, which is The Return of the Black Death, their CD where they started to transition to more of a black metal style. That was the one that I also got pirated about, golly, about 5 years ago from an internet friend. He sent me a link to it, and I was like, thank you so much. So, yeah, this is Martyrium, their first one. Probably not pronouncing that right, but it was more of like a doomy style, but then they started to go towards more of a black style, starting with this album. And then, of course, The Defeat of Satan, fantastic album. And then here is, I believe this is Det Top They Leave, and this is The Forsaken. The Forsaken was actually the first one I ever bought. Love The Forsaken, love them all. Dead Top They Leave was good, but it was just too short. There was only like 4 songs. Rites of Death is on both CDs, and I had already listened to Rites of Death to death. Literally, I've listened to it hundreds of times. So by the time I got this CD, it was really disappointing. And they only have one little short song in between the two, and then I think it's, golly, the name, almost impossible for me to pronounce. I'm probably going to jack this up horribly. It is Med Heved Sferd. Don't think that's correct, but try my best. That's like the only completely original song that's not like an instrumental on that CD, so needless to say, Dead Top They Leave was not my favorite. Sorry, Aunt Hester. Next is Pantocrator, one of my absolute favorite bands. They do have a new album in progress right now, and that makes me really happy. This is my downloaded copy. I actually paid for this download, thank you very much, of Sanctifica's split with Pantocrator. It's In the Blink Midwinter, and that's a great EP as well, along with Songs of Solomon, which is one of my absolute favorite EPs by them. I love Song of Solomon. All 3 songs which are Song of Solomon based, which are Come Let Us Flee, Separated by Night, and Behind Thy Veil. Well, on the explicit side, but Song of Solomon is, if you read the Bible, is pretty explicit, so fits. This one is Blued, which is one of my favorite cover art ever. I love this cover art. Look at it, guys. One of my favorite cover arts ever on the face of the planet. They are artists. They are fantastic. And this is Blued. It actually goes through the Bible entirely, from starting in Genesis and ending with the coming of Christ and his death and resurrection. All that jazz. Then here is A Decade of Thoughts, limited to, I believe it was, yep, limited to 850, and I have it, which makes me exceedingly happy. I love this CD. It's a great example. It shows the band's progress over the decade plus they've been around. It was a decade when the CD was released in 2006. So obviously more than a decade now. It's about 16 years or so. 15, whatever. And that CD is incredible. It's a great example of how the band has grown, expanded. They have really good notes from the band in here, and the album art is also fantastic. That's one of my favorite things about Pantocrator, is that their album art is awesome. And if you can see, all of it is in silver, beautiful silver ink, all these drawings, all these notes and stuff from the band members. Here's some illustrations from the old covers from their EPs, and a lot of notes. Here are the notes that discuss each band in each CD in depth and what was going on at the time with the band, and it's fascinating. Also, there's pictures in there too, and I like this one too. All these random symbols and Hebrew. So, fantastic CD. Lovely little piece of history right there. And then I also have their latest release, which is Aurum, means gold, for all of you who have not taken chemistry and figured out that AU meant gold in the periodic table. And the reason is that is because in Latin it's Aurum. Probably not pronouncing that right either, but at least I know how to spell it. So, once again, fantastic artwork. Love, love, love the CD. Here is Jesus holding all the books from Genesis to the Apocrypha, because this band really adheres to the Apocrypha. Hence songs like Where Lilith Found Her Peace, which is a fantastic song. And it says, through eons and dimensions, defying time and space, upon the earth he was at times. In mystery his name abides. He walks throughout the mist without a trace. Obviously talking about this man right here in the gold. So, great CD, great songs. Every song is fantastic. Where Lilith Finds Her Peace is probably one of my favorites. The female vocals in that song will blow your mind. They are so haunting. Beautiful. Beautiful work. Can't wait for their new one, which is supposed to be coming out probably sometime this year. I really pray and hope it will. This is the next one on my list. One of my all-time favorite bands, Slickbach. Yes, from Denmark, I do believe. It means